Well, I woke up really early this morning, went out to the gym, and then I went and took a walk around the lake. But I'm wondering if we're about to jump right into another deal like we did yesterday. So I sat down just a minute ago, maybe 2 minutes ago. Just kind of was getting everything set up. Was starting to kind of get situated, right? And I saw this kind of calling out a few times. I don't want to jump on it yet. Um, I kind of want to have a little bit of self-control. But is this going to be like another deal like the other stock that just went up to the frickin' moon? Um, in which we are going to be talking about that here soon. So I got a screenshot of that, and so I'm going to pull that up here in a little bit. I'm going to utilize the chart here as well as on there. So, and then it looks like we have another one that's kind of doing the same thing now. So, what the hell is going on? You see this absolute volume spike. Okay, so this is a gaming company for cell phone. They make cell phone games. Um, I don't think I'm gonna trade that. Um, go ahead, take that off. We could always come back to it if need to. Right, we'll leave. Carvana, we don't need here. We can take that off. Okay, so that's going down. So what we'll do is let's set an alarm for right here. So it'll let me know if that pops up. All right. I'm not gonna buy it here. I just want to. I'm gonna watch it. Um. Oh, I don't want to take that off. I don't like to have all those marks on the screen. It can be kind of distracting to me. Um. I'm just trying to clear this list up some of stocks that are definitely not going to be good. Wow, that one really kind of went down from Friday. Or no, not Friday. That was, yeah, Friday. It was Monday. Today's Tuesday. Um, yeah, so I saw it getting close back to the two. I don't think we're gonna just keep an eye on it, but I'm not gonna sit there forever. That can go. Oh wait, that was the stock that uh shoot, who was it that said that one? He went all in on it. I hope it works out for him. Um, so we'll keep it there. This is doing not bad. Yeah, see, that's part of the reason why I did not want to jump into it, but damn, from down here, because it got called out way over here. Um, yeah, down here easily. I was sitting at my computer, about somewhere right in here, and I saw it up here, but I didn't want to jump into it, and then this happened. So then I was thinking, do I really want to start my stream a couple minutes early? I was like, you know what? Screw it. We'll go ahead and do that. So, looks like that's not going to end up working out. Anyway, so let's go over here. Let me move this out of the way. I'm going to go ahead and open that, move that over so we can work off of that here in a second. All right, so I guess I could also just go ahead and get this right here. Actually, I'll worry about that here in a second. All right, so over here, we don't really have a whole lot working right now. So I'm just going to start clearing up some of this here. We'll leave that in case unless I need to remove it. AAOI. This was a really good one yesterday, but it doesn't look like it's doing well post or pre. Amazon's down. This can go. I definitely didn't like that one. Tube can still be interesting. Okay, cool. Nothing to see there. So let's come back over here. I already got this kind of pulled up here while I got this in the background. So the one thing I kind of want to point off here is I jumped in and out of the stock very rapidly. So, you can see I jumped in, jumped out, jumped in, jumped out, jumped in, jumped out, jumped in, jumped out. And this stock from down here would have been a fantastic investment if you stayed in it a little bit longer to carry it up. Whoops. Wrong button. To carry it up, up into the higher regions. But honestly, after this right here, this topping candle, this flat top here, this trade here, I reviewed the video, the live feed. And from the live feed and everything else, this was super, super dangerous. I should have bought it here with a stop loss right here, giving it like a 50-cent window. This was dangerous. I'm glad it worked out in the long run, but that was a dangerous move. I need to be careful of that. Did I go FOMO? No, I don't think so. And why did that not trigger the alarm? So, I see a lot of resistance kind of popping up. There's not too much support, so I'm not too interested in it yet. But I did, I want to continue that conversation, so I'm gonna cheat. So let's jump over to that stock real quick. I'm gonna keep an eye on this stock here. Actually put it over here real quick there. That's not the same stock. What? Oh, yeah, okay, it is. This is on 5 minute. I want it on 1 minute. Okay, now that makes sense. So, we're gonna come back. Whoops. Oh well. BTGN. So, one of the things I kind of want to point out with the stock. So it hit the 60, and we can see what it did throughout the whole rest of the day. I mean, jumping out the way I did, as high as I did, was super smart. But I also have to take into account, I almost got into a real bad situation yesterday. Now, I believe my chart reading was spot on. But that's also why I was trying to lock in those profits as soon as possible. That's the way I was trading that stock the entire morning. I did not after it hit like elevated to this degree here, this here, I knew that this was probably going to be way over extended. It's not very often that you get a stock that does like what Top did. And I'm not going to go back and look at Top right now. I might later, but I've talked about Top before. But some time ago, Top really, shot up really, really quick, really rapid. I mean, you can even see here, there's a lot of weight. So yeah, this stock is not going to do good overall. That one cut back pretty heavily. This one is not doing great now. So actually, I mean, we got a little bit of time. Let's go ahead and throw Top in here, and I'll throw it up on the day. And here's what I'm talking about. So I traded this stock and I made money on it. I traded it on this day here and I sold it. Never bought it on this day at all. Didn't buy it. Now I can't go back to the day chart very easily. I can, but it's a little bit of a complicated deal. But I mean, this is not the norm where you get a move like that. So did I think that the stock that I traded yesterday, VTGN, was going to do that? No. Was I hoping so? Well, yeah. But I'm really happy with the way I played that. I scalped it, took the money and ran, and we can see where this one went after the fact. But yeah, that move right there is crazy. A high of 6.8 all the way up to 256. That's definitely not common. All right. So there's that. Today's plan is probably going to be trying to find some options. Right now, Spy and Queen have been kind of like in a little bit of a downtrend. See. So I think there could be some good discounts on a few options. I've been kind of looking at Ford. I looked at it a little bit yesterday in the afternoon. I kind of want to see what this does for another maybe day or so. If it kind of gets too far up, I think I might miss the boat. But I think it may have a little bit more room to kind of go down. As we can see, it is trading near the bottom part of yesterday's bottom wick candle. So I'm hoping that Ford comes down a little bit more, and then I'm going to be looking to get the option call for the climb back up and out. Later on wrong button. Wait, no, right button. Later on today, I might take a look at like the Septembers and take a look at like the 14. Sometime in September. You could probably go out a little bit further and do kind of like what they call a leap. So say like January. That's actually 18. How far? 18 would be a stretch. 18 is a big stretch actually. But I might take a look at what are some of the options there, because at the end of the year is generally a big push, and so that's another option that we might have, is looking for the Santa Claus bull run, as they say, the Santa Claus push. Now I do have a benefit that I do understand the car market to some degree. I used to own a small dealership. But I'm not actively selling cars anymore or anything like that. But my younger brother, definitely does. So I can keep up with him and kind of know what kind of inventory is moving, and figure out if I want to go with Ford, GM, Tesla. Those are the three main stocks that I kind of mess with. So I'm looking for Ford to come down in price a little bit. Carvana. Wait, what the fuck? There's CVNA. I've traded this stock so many times, I don't know why I couldn't freaking remember that. Anyway, I think Carvana is way. I think Carvana is definitely priced in. I think it's going to be dropping kind of hard. But I don't know if I want to buy any puts. As we can see, it looks like it's going to go through another red day today. And we can see the prices on Carvana right now is pretty darn elevated. Because they're pricing in the massive volatility that it's having. So I don't think we're going to be able to get a good trade here. I think the risk profile would be just a little bit higher than what I would want. So I'm going to pass on doing anything with Carvana. Looks like this might be coming back up. Okay, no, it did break over 2. Because I remember seeing it down to 1.8. It's bad. Anyway. So yeah, we're gonna be keeping an eye on Ford, GM. I don't think I'm gonna do anything with Tesla offhand, but you know, Tesla is interesting. Amazon, definitely going into the Christmas bull rush is definitely going to be a interesting point to kind of keep an eye on. Just switch it to week. So this was December. We can see it hit the low, and then it hit a really good push there. And then throughout this whole year, it's actually been doing really quite well. So I'm gonna kind of keep an eye on this. It still looks like it's trading quite well. I mean, hell, we might be open to do an option call on this here soon. And the options are cheaper than Carvana. That's actually funny and sad. Now that's on a 2-week out. I might do something in September. It will be an extra $100 and something, but it might be worth it. We're going to keep an eye on Amazon. Let's take a look at the market map. And yeah, I do have audio. I just want to make sure my audio was working like it was supposed to. So, we'll take a look at that here in a second. But market map is not looking good today. Like I said, things are looking like we might be able to get at a discount. So, that could be a good thing for us. Yeah, from 450 all the way up. That's a pretty good little jump there, but I'm definitely priced out of this stock. 100%, I'm telling you, I'm priced out. This is not a stock that I can afford. So we're not going to waste our time by looking at it. Alright, so let's take a look at TUP, because I think this might be coming into a region or zone. Yesterday, I guess it did perform. I was looking at it, didn't think I wanted to trade it. But if it could gain some more ground, maybe over 5.5, going up towards 6, it could definitely be fun. So I'm going to keep an eye on it. It's not really all that far. It kind of got close to the 5.5 here. Only 4 cents off. So we'll keep an eye on it. All right, so let's hit the scanner from this move right here. Wait, what is this? I don't want that. I didn't even know I noticed I clicked that. All right, let's change that to day unless I'm wanting to do an extended trade. All right, so if this came back like 50% and then was working its way back up, I might have been interested in it, but with it coming this far down, probably not. Grr. We've seen this one on the YouTube channel. This one was on the channel back, when was it? Probably right over here. So 7.7, 7.10, 7.12, right in this area. We were looking at Gur. Heavy resistance, little support. Uh, Good morning, Beneficial. How you doing? Drug. I've actually looked at this stock a couple days ago, I think it was. I think I looked at it somewhere either here or over here. I don't remember. I do recall the ticket taker. So the huge price drop does kind of worry me a little bit, but it does start to look like it might be building. And it's definitely it's sitting pretty high and kind of pretty right now, like way up here. Um, but what I would want to see first is a support level to kind of form first. So you've been waiting for me. Well, I start generally 7:30. Today I started a little early because it looked like we might had a early morning trade, super early compared to what I normally do. But what I think what I might do, I'm just going to use this right here as an example. So whenever the market opens, I want to see a climb up, a pull back, and then I might be interested on the push up and out. Um, Yeah, so generally I always go live an hour before the market, which is about 7:30 my time. In the morning I do like a little pep talk kind of thing. And then, after that, definitely have a lot of free time to kind of talk and look at other stocks. But this one definitely could be interesting. But I would want to see a swing low. So I would want to see a peak, a swing low, and then a climb. And part of that's because it's opening way up here. So it's a little extended. Let's take a look at the volume. So volume is pretty good, but most of the buying was right here. So this is most of the green right here. And then we had a lot of selling here, of course, big red candle. And then you see how like the volume kind of like really tapers off. So we would definitely want to see this. The target would be, if it opens, kind of get back up above this here. So above 6 and make a move back towards, pre-market highs. I don't think it will break pre-market highs. I think it will actually fail. So, but we're going to keep an eye on it. There's some potential here. LIDR. This is going to be too cheap of a stock for me. This is not really something that I look for. This is not really something that I trade. Now, do I trade some of these super cheap stocks? Every now and then. But the problem is just trying to use this ladder to put in, stop losses and everything else. It can just be really, really difficult. And I've had some really big wins as well as some really big losses on stocks like this. So I'm just very careful with any stock that's really kind of like below the $1, $2 range. I have found with my style of trading that stocks like $2 to $6 is where I make the majority of my money. So let me check this right here. So, okay. This is probably not going to be on the top of my list. And I probably should just use the flex screen. I like this flex screen. It kind of allows me to see multiple charts and then kind of like compare the different things that I see. The other thing I don't like is you see how it's kind of barcodey. This is kind of hard to trade. Tube looks like it made a move and is coming back down a little bit. Again, I don't like this downtrend right here. I like this uptrend, but not this downtrend. Definitely could be interesting to see what this does throughout the day. So I got this up on my list. Let's take a look to see what this is doing. It's not doing good. Not doing good. No. So we're going to go ahead and take that one off. I don't like how far it came down. Let's see if we can clean up anything else. So I don't need that one. Here's the stock that you went in on. I think it was you. If it's not you, it was somebody else that jumped in yesterday. Sorry, with new people, it takes me a second to kind of remember what stocks you're in on. And this is part of the reason why I don't trade them. It had a really good pre-market right up until open. This is kind of normal. There's a drop generally just before open, a quick spike. Everybody that was in over here, that saw this, sold, immediate back down, came here. People saw the double bottom, probably bought a little bit, and then started to sell off. And then you get this cycle that continues. Not something I'm really too interested in. No. MN. I don't like how far that came down. CHGG. I think it's a little extended. I would have been happy if it was right around $11, like here. But you can see it bounced, came down to the 11, and then shot back up. So I think the move already played out post-market. But I guess we'll throw this up on the list because I got space. Just in case. There's not a huge pullback or anything that's really super concerning, but I think it could be just a little bit on the risk side. Hims. This is the drug company, right? Hims and Her. I don't know. Because the dang commercial, take Hims. Sitting at 9. I would like to see this. Where would I like to see this? So even though that my cursor is way out here, I'm actually looking like over here to kind of like see where the different levels are. I just don't want the cursor right here to kind of block, the tips of these candles. But I'll throw it up on here because I got space, but not really feeling it. MNK, I think I looked at that one earlier. It's a possibility, but if it hits the scanner, I'll take a look at it. Actually, I can put it right here. I got a little bit of space. So what I'm doing is I had some empty space, so I added some of these that I'm not really sure about, just so I have them on there. And then I do have the other screen right here with a lot of empty spaces, but this one is more for like long term, which I don't know why I have that on there. Not interested in that one. Cabba, this is a stock that I used to play quite some time ago, way down here. Played it all the way up here, made good money on it, but that one can go. I'm looking at MGM. I'm looking for a level point, and then I might be buying a option call on that one. AMD, kind of same thing. Looking at possible an option call because during the Christmas AMD probably will have a good earnings call. Looking at Amazon and Nove, as some of you guys may know as well. This one is a Michael Berry stock that I'm kind of paying attention to. So maybe put that back over there. So that screen is long term, not so much short term stuff. I try to keep them separate. You know, the stuff over on this one, on this side, is like day trade short term. Stuff over on this screen is longer term. It could be long, you know, going long in the stock or even short in the stock, but it's a longer play or an option play. I've been working on options because, you know, they have a slightly better ROI with your losses are being calculated and locked in from the very beginning, which is actually quite nice. So, you know, you can play a stock with lower equity levels. And I'm not saying it's not risky. Playing with anything on the stock market is risky. But I've been messing with some stocks and I've been enjoying it. Or not stocks, options. All right. TLRY. I know this looks good ish. This is barcodes. Like I could probably take my barcode scanner and, you know, ring up a Coke or something. No, I don't trade barcodes. Really big climb, but I don't like the way that's looking. So nope. Nope. RDF. Nope. So I'm just going down the list of things that got pulled up on the scanner this morning. So there's always going to be a lot of notes. I guess if you want to know I could kind of explain it. I don't like how far this has dropped. I traded this back over here, made a little bit, lost a little bit here, but since here, I said nope to it. But I just kind of want to see what it was doing pre-market, especially since it's on the list over here of things that moved. Now, Weight Watchers is shortable. Like, I can short this on this platform, but I'm not going to. I'm going to pass on it. Shorting is not one of my strong suits. It's something I am starting to practice. RBT. No. Now I'm getting to like the bottom of the barrel, so a lot less interest. All right, so this is actually like the part of the day, you know, generally the first few minutes of my stream is kind of busy. And then here, things slow down massively because I already kind of looked at everything that I kind of want to look at. So now it's just kind of like, you know, let's have a conversation. Let's look at some different stocks, some, you know, review things that I did yesterday. Look at our long-term plays, which I already kind of did that. I guess what we can do is pop over here. Okay, this is already set up. See if there's anything here that we haven't looked at yet. We did not look at this one. So VVOS. So let's come back over here. So I was going off of this list here. Okay, see, this is in the cheap price range. This is not a stock that I primarily like to do in this price. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do this one. Now, if this hits the halt list, maybe. Um, I don't. So here's something that I learned fuck, several years ago. When I was first starting to trade stocks, I used to trade the news. Like I would buy the news and then try to sell it and chase the news. That's kind of what happened yesterday. But generally speaking, anytime that there's PR that's hitting the news, it can cause the stock to go. It can cause the stock to elevate, like VGTN. Wait, no, that wasn't the name of the stock. What was the name of that frickin' stock? There. So this stock here had a big news that came out, caused the price to skyrocket. But everybody, you can scalp it, but it always seems to go right back down. The news will screw you more times than not. So don't get too wrapped up in PR or news stuff. Um, I try to trade volatility, momentum. So, I mean, yeah, I am capturing some news deals, but I didn't even read what this. I don't even know what this company does. I don't even know why it ran up yesterday. I have no idea. I didn't even pull this up to look, or maybe I did. I don't even know. I definitely didn't go reading through this. I mean, why did it go up? That was at noon. Nasal spray for social anxiety disorder. Okay. Um. So yeah, I try not to trade the news. I just try to be careful of that. You can get into some really bad situations kind of quick. I think I already did look at that one. Let's go back over to it. LCID. This is one of those stocks again. It's a little bit too cheap for me. If you're in it, I hope you sold it here. If you bought it anywhere here, you should have sold it when it got up here. I don't think this stock's going to do well. This stock is definitely on a downtrend. Can I short this one? No. It's an HTB. I can't short it. This stock here is going to make a new low below 617. It's probably going to hit 6. Is it going to hit 6 today? I don't know. Is it going to hit 6 this week? I don't know. But there's the earnings call. It was negative. So just before the earnings call caused the spike. And then probably as they were listening, caused some of the drop. Yeah, I wouldn't trade that one. So this did pop back up a little bit. I don't even know if there is news. What is this? NASA. So this is space. Blue laser technology. Okay. I don't really, like I said, I really don't try to chase the news info. But I'm gonna watch this one here for a little bit. All right, let's take a look at that one. APLS. No, no. So this is probably gonna have a lot more room to go down than up. I don't care that it looked okay here. You can't get past the fact that it was sitting, at $90, 84, and it's sitting at 20. I would short this. I would need to see a huge rebound on this, which maybe. So let me put this on my like long play list, APLS. So I put it right here. So I'll keep an eye on it, but I would want to see it coming back up before I'll do anything, just because I don't think this is going to work out in the long run. I it does not look good. I wouldn't trade that today. I mean, I guess you would say kind of no was the same way, but this was a Michael Berry play, and I waited for the reversal, right? I waited for this uptick. I think I bought it originally somewhere right in here. So I waited for the climb to show that it was reversing. APLS is not showing that it's reversing yet. So it could come down and then like level off and then shoot back down even more. It's not showing any strength yet. So keep an eye on it. It could be a very good stock. Not yet though. Not yet. What does the option trees look like? And not fantastic. Not super terrible. If you look that close, but I mean, if you try to go all the way to January, it gets a little expensive, but I don't think the stock is ready for a long investment yet. I think there's still room for it to go down. Now, if you bought like one or two shares and you were going to keep it for like a couple months, maybe. But as a swing, or I'll say with an outlook of a week or 2 weeks, no. I think the stock would need a lot more than a week or 2 weeks. Um, and I would also would need to look at what caused this. I mean, there would be a lot of due diligence I would need to do on this stock, which I might do later. I'm not going to worry about it right now. This is not investable today. All right. Anything popped up here? ISPO? Yeah, yeah, no. It probably triggered because it's getting close to what it did yesterday, but this is barcode, not very much volume. I don't really care what it did previously. It's just that's just a sheer no. And I will also say this. There might be stocks that I personally won't be interested in that you may be interested in. The style of trading that I do may not be the same style of trading that you do. Don't take anything that I say to be, facts or advice. I literally just show exactly what I'm doing, and I'm sharing my thoughts and opinions. So there's a lot of people out there who don't agree with me, and that's perfectly fine. But um, I for the last few months, I was really kind of loose on some of the stocks that I was going in on and took some losses. So, I'm being a lot more choosy and a little bit more picky about that. Uh, anyway, let's talk about this. We got a good double top right here. Um, This one could definitely be interesting. Uh, there's some overweightness here. I see 200 kind of popping up every second, every now and then. Um, volume is short compared to what it was doing here, but that's kind of understandable. This was in a huge bull rush, which caused a lot of buying. But it looks like a lot of people are still kind of holding on to this. So this may rally. So yeah, BURU is going to be one I'm going to be watching too. It's starting to turn up a tad. So it had this little pullback. It's working its way back up. So that's like not really super what I'm looking for, but I do like the little pullback and the little pull up. A little bit easier, but I zoom in, you kind of see what I'm talking about. You see the pull up, the pull back, and I'll be curious if it breaks, this candle here. Will it? Who knows? But that's something I'm just kind of keeping an eye on. This is the kind of like motions that I look for. So kind of you see the same thing here. So here's the big pull back, pull up. This did not quite get over here, but it did get slightly above, this red green here. Pull back, pull up, almost to that, a pull back. And now, as long as this stays higher than here, you could make a trade above here, use this as a stop loss, and see if you can get a run up to 2.5 or higher. I don't see too much resistance. But right at the 2.6, there could be some resistance right here, and 2.8. But that's not a bad R&R. That's actually a good R&R. So R&R is risk and reward, or just RR, or R/R. Or you could you can say it backwards too, R and R, or forwards, R and R, or just be stupid, like I am, and be silly. I like this camera sometimes is weird, but I like this color. It looks like the early morning to me. Like this is night, and then the sun is starting to like peak up. I like that. Yeah, see, look, it broke up above. I kind of wanted that to happen, not right now, but during normal market. But we'll see what it does. It comes up, maybe does a little swing low, and then around market open, we'll give it a few minutes, see kind of what it does. But this one could be interesting. So yeah, this is definitely one I'm going to be watching. I'm looking at what this is doing. I'm looking to see where people are kind of like stacking up, the orders that are coming in, and the level 2. So my eyes are just kind of like going boop, 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 boop. Without those sound effects though, thankfully. But I'm kind of like just looking around, checking everything, checking my chat box, checking to make sure if there's any messages, I'm reading them. Yeah, the resistance back here, I don't know. I think this is definitely going to be worth watching. This one is BURU. There you go. I'm just going to watch it. I want to see what this stock does. I have no idea. I have no idea. I was kind of like looking right here. It looks like it's some NASA blue laser, blue laser technology platinum world platinum innovation award that was on August 1st, several days ago. Um, yeah. So it's some kind of NASA play. Uh, don't get too tripped up on that. You know, we're not looking to make an investment in the stock for hours or weeks or days. I'm looking at being in the stock for a couple minutes, not long. I would not want to stay in the stock for very long. So NASA, I don't care if it's NASA or laundry washing. I'm looking at the chart and seeing what this chart is doing. I'm letting the chart talk to me. But I do kind of like to know a little bit like what sector of industry are we looking at? Ah, okay. I see. Yeah, I would not invest in this stock long term. Short term only. Extremely short term. This is super dangerous for long term. Hell, even for today, I would put the risk factor on this one um a little risky. I don't have a scale for what risky would mean yet. I should actually probably work on that. Like a scale, what, 1 through 10 or 1 through 5? Be like, I think this could be a risk of blank. I don't I don't know. That was something that really never like crossed my mind. But I think this stock here could be risky. I would want to see this level hold as support, and you can see it broke. It broke up, but it broke right back down, and now it's holding as resistance right here on this candle, right? So that's resistance. Resistance, resistance. It's holding as resistance. I want to see the 2-2 act as support. So we need to see a swing up and then a swing come back down around the 2-2 and then start to go back up. I want the 2-2 to be support. But even though with this swing low right here, I'm looking to see what it does. Like, where does this come down to? Does it come down here? No, it comes down to here. Like, okay, so we know that now. It comes down to here. But does it start to come back up? Or does it come down to the next level? So, I'm putting this trade fairly risky. So small share size and only. don't trust, don't want to hold it in a halt. So if I get in and it goes to halt, I don't care what my profit is, I'm selling. So if I get in, let's say I get in at 210, and then it halts at 210, I'm selling. If it halts, I get in at 210 and it halts at, 208 or whatever, I'm going to sell it. I'm not going to hold on to it in a halt. I don't trust it. I think it's kind of risky. I don't think it knows what it wants to do yet. I think it still has, it's probably going to trade, hopefully, from here to here for the next 10 minutes, 9 minutes. I would like to see it trade in between these 2 points until market open, and then I would like to see it break up, a pull back, and then I want to see a shoot up. That's what I would like to see. We may not get that. But with this stock, in the way that I think it could be a little risky, I'm not going to do any trades on it until maybe the first 2 minutes, 3 minutes, maybe even 5 minutes after the stock opens. So, that's how I feel about it. Yeah. See, it's starting to dip down again. Is that going to hold? That's something we're going to have to pay attention to. Well, anyway, it's about 9 minutes until the market opens. I'm going to step up real quick, stretch my legs, make sure my water thing is full. I might even grab a soda real quick. So, let's take a look at that real quick. PLTR. Priced a little high. This is a little outside of what I'd be interested in, but maybe that bottom candle there kind of scares me. And good morning, Jeff. Dude, being in a cottage actually sounds kind of nice. I'm gonna go ahead and put this on my long term. Just kind of keep an eye on it, but not super interested in it. Jeff, later on today, you should check out the video from yesterday at I don't remember what time, but pre-market hour. I had an absolute grand slam on a stock. Massive, massive win. You probably saw it in the title. A little over $5,500. Yesterday was like 5,600. Completely wiped out my loss from last week. Definitely well into the profit this week. But I'm going to jump off real quick. I'm going to run downstairs. I'm going to grab me a Dr. Pepper real quick and make sure that my mug here is full of water. And we're going to get back. We're going to be looking for a good market open. Kind of watching BURB right this second. Checking my email, making sure there's nothing in there that I need to see. No. Okay, cool. Got a few things in my Reddit. I'll worry about that later. All right. I'll be right back. Let me go grab a Dr. Pepper. Because once market opens, we're going to be pretty darn busy. Hopefully. So, do this. Turn this on. Take that off. And I'll be right back, y'all. All right, my old ass is getting up again. Yellow. Hello, girl. My phone went off. Alright, I'm back. Whew. I woke up early this morning, Jeff. I went down the gym, worked out a little bit. Then I walked around the lake. That's over here at my house. It's a private lake. Pretty fun. It was a good morning. Hope everybody else is having a fantastic morning. Alright, what was the message? Alright, that was the insurance company. Everything there is going good. Alright, good morning, Otison. We got 2 minutes to the bell. Huh. Crap, I can't get this bottle open. That was a awesome view. You guys just have me using my teeth to open up a bottle. What the frick? Subtitle: stephan.harz is weak. That stock just took off. Remember, we were looking at this one earlier. All right, I guess I'll watch this one during market open. Volume is not great. So I'm going to put this one as a pretty darn risky trade as well. Definitely good support levels, though. And, with the market the way it's been, I'm not looking. Yesterday definitely was an fuck it. I'm not looking to try to make tens of thousands in a day. Yeah, I know. I was looking at this and I saw that too. Right here. So if I look this here, I don't even know if I would want to wait for like more of like a Josh play, like a swing high, swing low to another swing high. Maybe purely as a scalp. Looks like it might be getting a little bit of a rally early this morning. So I'm just gonna kind of, look for that. Don't think I'm gonna do it yet. Oh, it's a school play? I don't even know what sector is it even? I don't even know what sector this is. So BURU, which was the stock that I was looking at kind of close, opened up really bad. This is opening up bad. So this is part of the reason I was definitely a risky trade. It's coming down quite low. So, checking my things here. Education help with homework okay. So yeah, a little bit of a school play there. Yeah, no, that's too cheap. Toop. Ooh, AAOI. We know that one from yesterday. Might not be good for right now. I got 2 people watching, so I guess either Beneficial or Jeff left. I don't know. They'll probably be back. But good morning to everybody. I already said that at the very beginning of the stream, but if you're just now getting here, I'll say it again. We're not going to trade this. But it hit the scanner. And there's the halt. That was kind of rapid there. WW is actually doing a little bit better than I was expecting. Although there's some resistance here. LRY. Damn. We got a lot of things going off here. On the scanner. I can't even keep... Normally I'm really good at hearing them and then being able to keep them straight. I'm not able to right now. All right, Ford, Tesla, GM, not doing good. Spy Queen is down. Amazon is currently red, opened up a little bit lower than where it was yesterday. No, really took a dip. Glad I got out of that when I did. Damn, a lot of things are kind of going off here. Which, it's a little surprising. Almost feels like the market is kind of lost on what to do. But that might help because it might help channel people into one stock if one stock starts to actually do good. Alright, CHGG is gone. That one's done. We're not interested in that. That's a massive support level on two. Like that's a huge level right there for two. Is Toop gonna take a jump here? I mean, short squeeze stock. Do I want to do it? This feels like a Wall Street bets play right here. You know, it's almost tempting to just buy right here, put a stop loss at the 519 for 100 shares. The only thing that's concerning is if this gets blown through, it can drop really, really quick, really, really fast. Okay, see, it's starting to get chewed up quickly now. Is it going to get back up to over 1,000? I don't think so. There it goes. Is that going to be the beginning of it climbing, though? I mean, I think I'm actually showing a lot of really strength today. I'm still gray. I'm not rated. I'm gray. All right, let's go back over here. Oh, wow. Okay, so it halted down again. I figured it was going to be coming back. I was waiting to see what it was going to do. So looks like it's going to do kind of like some crazy bullshit today. So we're going to keep a rough eye on it. Um, I might give it. I kind of have the business meeting I need to go do. Kind of. Well, not kind of. I do need to. But I put it off till a little bit later due to the fact that it's trading stocks. But today I might actually just call it early. You know, the volatility early in the morning is generally where it's at, and I don't know. Odison, what's your overall thought with the market? I yesterday and today. Well, yesterday we know what happened. Pre-market is where it was at. The whole day was just kind of grinding and not very good. I think today might be very similar. Drug? I kind of would like to see it going up over 6. No, there it goes. It hit the scanner now. Um, where did beneficial go? Beneficial pointed this one out earlier. I don't know about drug. Kind of, I still think I would want to see it over 6. I don't want to rush into it. U.S. Cellular is still looking kind of interesting. Like here to here is a little bit a bigger gap I would want to be for a scalp. It keeps on wanting to get close, but then it keeps getting pushed back down. Volume is little. We're halfway through. Okay, so it's going to be a higher volume this candle than it was previous, but going in the wrong direction. I wanted to see some rising volume here, but that's not the direction that we wanted. So Beru was okay, hold up. We got one I haven't even looked at yet. OX8. Hell no. So this got halted at 7, so 8, 2. So 30 minutes or so it may be coming back. I'll leave it here. Take a look, see what it does when it comes back. A drug I would want to see going over 6. Amazon is going to be probably filling the gap. I think Amazon's going to go back down to 135. That's like $4 to go. $4.50. It's over 6. Okay, Buru's down. Oh shit. Yeah, I've traded WW a few times. WW, I've never used their service, but the one thing that their service seems to be really good at doing for me is taking my money. It makes my wallet lose weight, and I don't like it. I think that might be a halt level right here. No, it's not. I just want to be careful because there's going to be a pullback candle here. It's just where. Got about 15 seconds left on this one. You know, I really I think I'm waiting for like a really good setup. I don't want to give back. If I take no trades the rest of this week, I've made $4,500 over what I lost last week. Okay, ish, like something like that. So if I take no trades, period, this week from here, I can't lose. But that's not the way I want to play things. So, am I being picky? Yeah, I really am. Extremely. I don't like the way that one's looking. Did you get your money back? Or did you take the loss on Weight Watchers? Because it looks like it's going to go up. And it always does that when you exit or enter a trade. You enter a trade, it goes down. You exit, it goes up. It can be very hard to time the market. Shrinking the loss. Okay, good deal. I mean, I don't want y'all thinking that I'm playing with scared money here. Take a look at what I'm seeing here. The market is red. Like, that's not good. Um, Everything I was kind of looking here, not good. Um, 5%. Yeah, not good. Change since open. 5%. Not very many options right now. So I'm not playing with scared money here. I don't definitely don't think that. You know, anyone who may be watching this, Odison just said something that, if you held, oh, you could have profited. The amount of times I even said that myself is a lot. But him and me will both say, don't hold a stock that you're losing in. If you sell it and it goes up, it happens. The amount of times that you will actually, I mean, mark it on a calendar or a piece of paper. You sell and the stock immediately goes back up and you would have made your money. Then every time that you did sell and you see that stock crash, like absolutely crash in value, I want you to mark it on that calendar as a major loss. Because anytime that you could have recouped, a small loss by just taking the small loss versus, holding on to it will far outweigh any major loss. Trust me. Yeah, no, I hear you. I mean, I was looking at Weight Watchers a little bit, and I don't know, this here still scares me. I would want to see this to kind of like recoup, or maybe in a day or two. It still came from yesterday where it made an absolute low. You know, I think it has a little bit of room for you got to wait. I mean, there's a chance it could do really good, but for me, I think I would want to give it just a little bit of time to see what it wants to do. So here's a swing. I don't think I like it. It is above six, kind of a wide swing though. So you're looking at like a really small share size, and it would be an odd share size, and not a common share size. And I don't know if I like that. I'm just gonna sit back right this second. Um, that's actually something I need to work on because we switch over here. This account is worth more than what my trading account is. This account here, I trade rarely in. I don't trade paper. I don't do paper trading all that often. But I do this periodically. And this account is doing really, really quite well. It's grown quite a bit. I think I need to trade a little bit more like this. Trade on more of the, I don't want to say Goldilocks trades, but I don't need to try to take a trade every day. I'm gonna start to pick and choose a lot more. I gotta mute the mic real quick. I gotta take this phone call. All right, I'm back. Ah, okay, beneficial. I see. You're watching me on TV. You know, Odison, if you find a good share sizing for that, let me know. I need to work on doing dip buys. That's something I might actually start using my paper trade. Start working on dip buys. My God, that's a huge spread for the stock. I like the fact that it did just go up almost a whole fucking dollar. The volume isn't fantastic. Last few days, it's been doing reasonably well. I'm gonna keep an eye on this one. Yeah, I get what you're saying. See, like, look, Drug, we were watching that one. That one just laid over and died. This one, I had some hopes for, and it died. Even if it comes back up to the $2 or starts to try to grow, unless it's like way over pre-market highs or going above pre-market highs, I'm not gonna trust this one. Now, I did get a notification on my phone from a group that I'm in. Let me see what it says. FOX. Hey. So they got in, but they're already out of it. Damn, they did good. They got in like over here somewhere. Good little push on that one. Um, Fox. But I didn't take that trade. Kind of watching for it. I'll see how they do. But they do a lot of option longs, which is not something super. I'm getting more into it. I'm getting more into it. Definitely don't want to do any of that right now. I don't. I mean, you could sell a call, or I mean, you probably don't want to sell the call or sell the put. You might want to sell a call, but I don't like doing the sales. I like to buy because your losses are locked in. Like you know what your losses are. Where if you sell the call or sell the put, your losses are unlimited, which I don't like. Your profits are locked in, but your losses are not. So I don't like that. TLRY. Let's take a look. I think I did look at this one earlier, pre-market. Yeah, I did. This is very barcode-ish right here. This is looking decent. Um, BDRX. I don't know if maybe I'll take a look at that one here in a second. Actually, let me just use this right here to figure it out. BRBX. I'm cheating. Oh yeah, no, no, I'm not gonna be interested in that one. All right. So the level 2, there's quite a bit of resistance. You see that 27, 28 to 300. 3,000 to 300. 335 to 500. So the problem is, if these people all start to push down, okay, now it's being pushed up. How's the volume looking? Volume's coming up to 1 million. I don't know. I think that one would just be too much of a grind. I don't like the amount of resistance that keeps popping up on it. Um, there's not much. There's not a whole lot before it's coming to a possible resistance area. From here, here, slightly above here, maybe over 2.8. You know, kind of going up over this right here for a push going up to 3, 3, 3, 3. So 2.8 to 3.3. I don't know. This one is kind of hard to find the right entry. Yeah, with this much volume, it or not volume. The volume isn't the problem. It's the levels. It is above the water. You know, most of the trades were right here. A lot right here, some here. I don't know. I think this one you might make a little bit. Like, so say if I bought 1,000 shares, for every one it goes up, I'll make like 10, 20 bucks. Okay. But if I bought 100, it's going to go up. It could come down a little bit. It could trigger a stop loss. There's not really any super awesome levels that I can sit here and say, yeah, here to here. Or there's it could break out from here and then jump up, you know, 10, 20, 30 cents for me to get, you know, to scalp the 10, 20, 30 cents. This looks like, you know, you buy it and then you walk away from it for like a day. And I did do that with Nove. But with Nove, I did due diligence. I don't have any due diligence with this stock. So do I want to be in the stock for long term? No. Is this stock investable for a long term? Kind of. I mean, if you want to jump in, say 100 shares somewhere in here, or try to find a low point and jump in, put a stop loss, you know, here or maybe here, or hell, if you want to get risky, come all the way down here, you know, a 30-cent some odd drop, right? You could do this as a swing play to go into tomorrow. And what you're hoping for is it won't go below or turn red on the candle. It's going to continue to go up. but this is going to be a very long, dragged out play. And that's not what I'm looking for. I know it rose 10 cents. I see that. It's up, freaking 18%, 18.4. It's up. It definitely is. But I don't know if I would want to be in it for a couple hours. That's what I'm trying to say. I would be more interested in it for. I would need to do due diligence on it. Is basically what I'm trying to say. And I don't have that. I don't have due diligence on it. Yeah, it's just that stock there. I would need to have due diligence to really know for sure. That's not a stock you're gonna scalp unless you had to put in a lot of shares, like 1,000, 2,000 shares. I would not want to trade it like that. That stock actually shit. So that one can go. I'll put it. I'll put it right here, and I'll take a look at it. I'll do a little bit of due diligence on it. It's a very grinding stock. I don't see it as a scalp though. It does have rising volume. The chart looks good. If you're invested in this stock, I think, and you know the stock, like you know it. You know about the company. You know what they're doing. You know about them. I think you could do okay with this stock. I think you could make money with this stock. But with what I'm seeing here in the level 2, right? I mean, hell, 72, which is not far, it's right here, is really kind of far down on this list. And it does jump all the way up to 3,000 or 3,000, $3. But I mean, I could already tell you that would be so far away because it's just every time this goes up even a little bit, people are going to start stacking up over here and start trying to sell. So unless you're buying a couple thousand shares and you're trying to scalp it on a penny level, but doing that, you're putting yourself at massive risks. Yeah, I get that it's trending. The problem is with a stock that's trending is it can go up, but then it can crash very, very quickly. Okay. Prime example of a trending stock would be this. It shoots up, and then we all know what happened later in the day. It came all the way back down to 10. Okay, so it went from 60 to 10. Now this is grinding. So it could happen. It could jump up, it could go up, it could stay up for several days, a week, or a month. But trust me, all the people that are buying it, if this starts to go south, they're all going to start selling. And when they start selling, this can flush very rapidly. And I don't have a picture of a stock that flushed. I need to actually save stock of a stock that flushes to explain like the reason why I'm so scared of a flush. The problem is with this, I've seen this happen and a flush happens. I got it up on here, so I'll keep an eye on it. But I'm gonna have to do some due diligence. I'm gonna have to understand what the company's about, what they're doing, things that are kind of going on with it. And right now is not the time to do it with me with me looking at other stuff. That's something I would have to do when I'm not looking at stocks or actively trying to, day trade. That's like a later in the afternoon, um, or after hours. I'll, do due diligence. I'm looking at websites, FinViz and TradeView and StockTwits and Google searches, things like that. See, even this here, this the chart somewhat looks good. I don't like the volume. I don't like the way this is. I'm not going to trade it. Can you make money on it? Well, yeah, it went from, 18 cents and it's sitting almost 10 cents higher. But it's going to be too much of a grind. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. See, I already don't like this one. Huge drop. Massively underwater. Easy to borrow. So if this gets any wind up, any wind, it can get shorted to absolute hell. And it can get shorted quickly. Odison, did you jump on that Josh trade? I looked at it. You did? Okay. I looked at it. I was thinking about it. I almost put the order in. For me, the volume just seems a little slow. Yeah, the volume just seems a little low for me. 26,000, 70,000, 20, 13, 17, 20, 35. What was it right at open? 96,000. Yeah. Almost worth shorting it here. Short it there with a stop loss up a little bit more. I would have gotten stopped out. I'm not going to trade this one. I think I would want to see this a day or two later. I want to see the reversal of this. Let me go ahead and put WW right here so I can find it easily tomorrow and I don't forget about it. But not going to be interested in that one. Not for today. That one regained its ground from yesterday's close. Not worth trading. HIMS is hitting again. Yeah, no. SNMP. We've traded this one before. We traded this one back over here, if I remember correctly, last month. I don't remember if I made money on it or lost money on it. I don't remember. If I don't like the volume, I don't like the volume here either. Sage. No. Yeah, I did look at that. I'm just putting Ford here as a placeholder, so it's not an empty screen. Um, to be to be dead honest with y'all, I'm done. I'm done for the day. Today's gonna be a no trade day. Um, I'm not seeing anything I would want. So today's no trade. Updating my calendar, putting it in as a gray. So whoops. We got green, green, super red. Um, then I did win a little bit of money or lost. I think I won a little bit of money on both days, but not very much. So to me, it was still considered a gray day. Not a no trade day, but gray. Um, and then Monday we had the super green day. So we're up. And I think that's where I'm going to leave it. Because I'm not seeing anything that I want today. I mean, none of this looks good. The market is red as frick. LLY definitely has gone up. Yeah, I'm putting that in on the big screen. We'll take a look at that here in a second. But, you know, we saw that pre-market. That one shot up really, really well. Yeah, TLRY did go up, but it's now going back down. It's coming down near towards 2.6. So yeah, it hit at 2.7. It's down to 2.6. I'm not feeling it. It's grinding. I don't know enough about the stock. If it's a meme stock or something like that, and you're talking about like GameStop or something, that makes it very dangerous. That's the reason why I'm not doing Yell. Fuck, let's just come back over here. So, you know, we looked at this one like here or something like that, and this one did really well, but this is way priced outside of my pricing structure. Like, no, I don't buy stocks this expensive. But you know, Yell turned into a meme stock, and look at what it did. I mean, it did go from like nothing, and it shot all the way up to 5. And then it kind of hovered here, but then look at it today. You know, I don't know. You got to be very, very, very careful with these things. And with everything that I normally want, I'm not seeing it today. So I'm not gonna force it. Um, there's other things I can do. I need to work on my eBay and my Amazon. Um, I need to work on some advertisements. There's some things I need to do outside of the market. Today, I'm not VVOS. Yeah, VVOS. No, I'm not gonna trade that. That one's not doing very good. Um, so here's the other thing I'm gonna say here, beneficial. There's been times where the market's like this, and I sit here for too long looking for a trade, and I'll eventually find one. I'll find a trade, and then I'll lose hundreds of dollars on it. So that's where I'm sitting here and I have to ask myself, as a whole, am I seeing what I want to see in the market conditions? Am I seeing volatility and momentum and all these beautiful words? No, I'm not. Um, like I said in the description today, I'm looking at option calls. So, let me pull this screen over. I don't think any of these are ready for an option yet. MGM, I kind of think I want to go down a little bit more. I mean, hell, let's pull it up on this main screen right here. So, Flex Grid, MGM. This is the one I think is going to be coming in the soonest. We see a double bottom right here, a triple bottom now, counting today. It's kind of like bouncing around right in this area. I want to see what this does throughout the week. I'm checking on it all the time. It's on my chart. So I might be doing something with this. In the long run. But I need to wait. I don't think this is ready. Amazon. Amazon, I think, can be fun. But I think Amazon is overpriced now. I think it needs to come down. So we gotta wait a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 10 weeks. Who freaking knows anymore? But this one is not ready. Ford, not ready. I think it needs to come back down in price. We had a double bottom right here. But as you can see, that turned into, resistance. That was support, turned into resistance, and it's going down. So I'm going to give this a couple more days, and I'm going to keep an eye on it. I think it's going to come down maybe closer to 12. I think it's going to come down right around this region, right here. GM. No, GM, thank you. Is going down. It's near a double bottom. But I think it's going to go even lower than here, and I think it's going to come back down maybe around here. But I think it's GM is not ready. Look at this huge downtrend. So I can't make a long-term investment on this yet. Nove, which is a Michael Berry. I don't know if you know who that is or not. But I like Michael Berry. I found him in a movie. I know, shocking. But I ended up doing a lot of research on him, and I like Michael Berry. So I kind of watched what he does. This is one of his stocks. He bought it way down here. I waited. I bought it up a little bit north, and I did really good on it. But I think it's elevated. I had an option on it. I sold it, and we see it's starting to come back down. So this is not ready. Carvana, CVNA, CVNA. This is overextended massively. Can it go up and make leaps and bounds and make go up to 150 or whatever? Yeah, but this is GameStop. This right here is GameStop. So my trust factor with Carvana, even though I've traded it a lot, is very, very thin. I don't have high trust in it. AMD. This is a Odison trade. Odison loves AMD. He's traded it several times and made good money on it. I think it needs to come back down. I would like to see it come down. I don't know, maybe somewhere in here, 108, 110, 110 to 108. We're $3 or $4 away from it. Um, I think if it comes down around there, take an option or two on it and, make a play for it to go back up to 120. But we need to wait. I don't know what other stocks right now. I guess we could take a look at GE. Um, no, GE is extended, I think. I would want to see GE drop. So I might look for that. Um, that's all I gotta say. Um, on which stock? The TLRY. Yeah, dude, I feel that. TLRY is not that high. I feel that. But every time that you don't sell a stock and then it absolutely tanks, trust me, you'll be happy that you got out of it and you locked in your profits. Um, Here's something I will say: if you sell a stock and then it goes up and you feel like you're mad, you're upset, you're this, you're that, whatever it may be, you should not trade, because what you're doing is you're going FOMO. You're fear of missing out. You're getting emotional. Do not get emotional with this stuff. Uh, if you sell, you sold, you made your money, move on. If you took a loss, take the loss, move on. Um, it happens. Um, I bought and sold Carvana quite a few times. I've had it all through here. Trust me, I could easily be like, oh man, if I just, but it could have easily gone, if you bought up here and you're like, oh man, it's going to make another whole level and it's going to go up. You could be sitting here, holding a stock that was at 53 and it's all the way down to, 44, or no, 43, 42, whatever, it doesn't matter, below $40. So you lose 10, $10 or almost 10 some odd percent, a fifth. It's Trust me, if you sell a stock, you can't get mad if it goes up. You can't get sad if it goes down. Do not trade emotionally. That was the main reason why I quit trading yesterday, I think. I got really emotional on that one trade where I made back some losses, and internally it really helped me. Um but because of that, I got emotional over it. So you can't be like that. It's I don't want to say it's like poker. It's different, but don't get emotional. And it's so hard not to. I know, but that's just the truth. And I'm just, I don't know, giving the best advice I can. And today it looks like I got Batman. See, Batman ears. With whatever that is, I don't know. But anyway, this is where I'm going to end the stream. It was fantastic talking to you guys. Thank you guys for coming out. If you're going to still be trading today, good luck. I hope you get into a trade and it goes to $1,000,000. If it does, my donation link is down and below. Please send me $1. Don't. But have a fantastic day. Odison, I hope you go back to green. I know you were red, so I hope you go green. And I will see you guys tomorrow. I gotta go do this business meeting, and then I'm gonna look at some stocks for some long options, some calls, and get them on my radar just so I can see kind of what's going on. Um, So that's going to be for the plan for the rest of today and tomorrow, most likely. I'm going to be very kind of sit back and chill. No reason to give back all my money. Lock in profits and wait for the right move. Well, good luck. $40 is not a big deal. That's a dinner with the tip, just the tip. But have a good day. I'm out. And bada boom, bada bang. Stop this button and then this button.